This is Kate Bishop coming to you in grown clothes for the first time in a couple weeks from the LGBT Health Resource Center at Chase Brexton Healthcare with some tips about how to connect to the LGBTQ community while we are physically distancing. There are tons of things going on in Baltimore. It's especially critical for you to find your people if you are isolated with folks who don't see you or don't know about you or don't get you or don't respect you. It's really important for you to find the folks that do. So, Baltimore luckily has many, many offerings going on, and Facebook is the place to be. Even if it's not your regular go to, in order to find out about what meetups are happening, it's a great idea. I looked around this morning. Facebook has groups for queer people, LGBT folks for Maryland, so many groups. There's Be More Queer, Be More Trans, and I suggest joining both of those. Trans Healthcare Maryland, Maryland LGBT Community Forum, Baltimore's LGBT, Maryland LGBTQ Community Forum, Maryland LGBT, and LGBT Maryland, Maryland LGBTQ plus women, my LGBTQ events, on and on. So just look up what's close by to you and what's your special interest. You can go with an artist or a sort of spiritual path or, ferret enthusiasts of Bel Air. There is going to be a group for you. So check that out. In Baltimore City, Chase Brexton, the Pride Center of Maryland, Star Trek, Adolescent Health Program, Hearts and Ears, Baltimore Safe Haven, um, Trans Healthcare Maryland, and Clear Baltimore are all places that I know are doing broadcasts or support groups online. So see if you can connect with those. Nationally, for elders, SAGEConnect is a new program where they'll hook you up with somebody who will give you a call once a week just to check in. So you can check that out if you are an elder and would like to receive a call, or if you're not an elder and would like to make some of those calls, get to sageusa.org and check that out. There are tons of spiritual groups that are doing online services. I want to highlight a few around Baltimore. The Rooted Collective, which is for Black LGBT SGL folks, is doing some beautiful work with guided meditation and breathing and just online events about light. Hinenu, which is Baltimore's Justice Shtiebl, is doing work with the LGBT Jewish community, and Dreams and Visions is one in Baltimore City that's a Christian community that's LGBT focused that I really recommend as well. Just try some watch parties. There's some cool stuff happening all the time. Who's watching RuPaul's Drag Race in San Antonio? Because now that you're online, it doesn't matter how far away they are. Sometimes it can be good to connect to folks who don't know you. So why not, if you're in a recovery program, go to an AA meeting online in Seattle and see what's going on with those folks. One of the best experiences I've had so far was watching Indigo Girls do a concert from their living room where they were 6 feet apart and 6 feet from the camera, just very humbly had 70,000 viewers. And many of those folks are people I knew from around the country and around the world. So it was like being around the campfire with 70,000 of the best fans that you could possibly imagine. Find a place where your community is and then plug into them. If that's not going to be possible for you, try just taking in LGBT media. Find the places where we are online. You know what? BuzzFeed is actually doing an incredible job about LGBT focus, including that they had an article from last week that featured a couple of the therapists who are non binary who work at Chase Brexton talking about how to work with anxiety as a non binary person. So check that out. Um, try the old ways of getting in touch with friends. Online is great and meetups are cool, but the phone works still too. And I got a postcard in the mail, in the snail mail, a couple of weeks ago from a friend, and it just made my whole week. If you feel invisible, do the things that help you connect to who you are. I'm wearing my buttons today, my necklace, which I just made with a piece of wire a couple of years ago, and gave myself a homemade tattoo. Just, remember who the F you are and be with your people. We love you, we miss you, and community is here for you. Just plug in.